Hey guys, North Provolone here, and I have a question for you. Do you know what's the difference between an FPS in the PS2 era and an FPS in the modern era right now? Well, it's pretty simple. Besides the graphical capabilities of the PS2 being different from the modern capabilities, and the shooting being much more buttery on the modern consoles, but besides that, you know what's the biggest difference? There's no campaigns anymore. All FPS games now are multiplayer, except for the exceptions like Doom, but Doom's a dime a dozen, so we're probably not going to get another one of those types of FPSs in a pretty damn long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, let's look into what happened to campaigns in FPSs and why they're gone. So, let's start by looking at two FPSs from two different eras. From the PS2 era, we have Medal of Honor Frontline, an amazing game. It has fun gameplay, and overall it's a great World War II FPS. And then on the other hand, we have the most popular Battlefield 4. It is clear to see that Medal of Honor has no multiplayer, has a solid campaign, and it has multiplayer, but it's just something a little bit extra. Now, let's look at the behemoth, Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 has amazing multiplayer, and it feels like all the effort has been put into it. And then, as something a little bit extra, it has a shitty campaign. So, anyone with the brain capacity of a 4-year-old can see the priorities of both these games and how they're exactly the opposite in priorities. So, pretty much the reason for this is the era where they were made. Battlefield 4 was made in 2013, where Medal of Honor was made, I'm pretty sure, in like 2003. So there's a big gap, and in this gap, something came a lot more popular. That is multiplayer, online multiplayer to be exact. Ever since Pong, there has been multiplayer, but it's always been local. But in the PS2 era, online multiplayer was released. But to achieve it, you gotta do all this bullshit with like connecting a router to the TV, so pretty much no one did it. But with the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they released online multiplayer through Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. Now, you could connect without connecting some shitty router to your TV. This made a big ass difference, cause now it was simple and it was easy. Because of a shit ton of people acquiring PSN accounts and Xbox Live accounts, game developers start to make games more prominent with online multiplayer, until you got games like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and you got games like Battlefield Bad Company. The PC's multiplayer aspect was now going to the consoles. Because of online multiplayer getting more and more easier to do, game developers started to focus more on multiplayer than the campaigns that once sold games. Now, it wasn't about the campaigns, it was about the multiplayer. This cycle continued and continued, and with the multiplayer becoming bigger and bigger, campaigns got smaller and smaller, until where we are today, where your AAA games are mostly multiplayer, and they just have campaigns thrown on as a little bit of an extra bonus. Now let's see if campaign-heavy games will ever make a comeback. So I might be going a little bit on a limb here, but I think that campaigns will make a return into the FPS scene because of Battlefield 1's popularity. So you might be saying now, Papa Provolone, Battlefield 1 is completely multiplayer with like 3 hours of campaign. How is this going to bring back campaigns? Well, in response, I have one word: Operations. Operations is a game mode in Battlefield 1 where it's almost like a mini campaign, only an hour long, but it has the cinematic feeling that the Medal of Honor campaigns once had, and the original Call of Duty campaigns once had. And this is where I think campaigns will come back again. I'm pretty sure that you're going to have Battlefields and probably other FPSs having almost playable campaigns where it's like 64 v 64, and it's a campaign, one versus the other. You'd be getting the same objectives that a campaign would have, but instead of fighting AI, you'd be fighting other players around the world. And to be honest, I'm down for this type of game style. and I think it would work very well, but it's going to take a little bit of a while to experiment with and to get down. Battlefield 1's operations, I have a feeling, is just the beginning of a big movement that could bring us to another FPS revolution like we had with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm pretty damn excited to see what happens with this type of game mode, and I'm not sure if it's even going to stick, but if it does stick, I'm really excited to see the results. And I'm going off all in with this, and I'm not predicting anything. I'm not from the damn future, and for all you idiots there, time doesn't exist, so time travel can't exist. So yeah, it can't be a goddamn time traveler. So yeah, let's just hope for the best, but let's be rational here. In another 10 years, we're going to be at a nuclear fallout because Russia nuked your ass, and pretty much it's going to be like Fallout 3. So make sure you invest all your money into guns and ammo, and make sure you have a lot of canned food, so pretty much you would survive for that much longer, and live out your pointless existence that's probably going to be ended by a goddamn super mutant. I'm North Provolone, and make sure you stay enlightened, and good luck in the goddamn nuclear fallout that's going to end the human race.